2/3 of a famous 90-day fiancé thruple are calling it quits, and their shocking divorce reveal might be the tip of the iceberg. The couple in question are Matt and Amani Jalasi, who were part of a thruple with an exotic dancer who's also a mom, Eni Aguirre. There were signs that the OG couple, who wanted to bring a woman into their relationship in order to expand it, were having problems. Sadly, where there was smoke, there was fire. Amani was well acquainted with the green-eyed monster, although she agreed to the thruple arrangement. She soon grew jealous of her husband's bond with Eni, despite real issues for the couple, who are raising their 2 daughters in San Diego, California. The couple have decided to divorce, but that decision actually shows faith in their relationship with Eni, not hopelessness with one another. They are formally divorcing so they can bring the other woman to America, since jealousy is a problem in the threesome, and probably will be in the future. It's possible that the surprising divorce filing is just the beginning of newfound drama. Jealousy isn't the only problem that's holding the duo back. Concerns about money add another layer of complication which may lead to big problems down the line. If the thruple falls apart in the USA, 1, 2 or 3 of them could decide to share messy details about their romance with the world. As all 3 people have kids, that would be a terrible thing. Their children might be impacted by those admissions, which would remain on the internet forever. Look at the fallout from Angela Dean's fraught breakup with Michael Ilesanmi. They're 90DF veterans who kept forgiving each other for things that should have been deal breakers. Inevitably, in that situation, the end result will be war, both silently or very loudly. In Angela's case, stored up rage. Angela didn't appreciate being cheated on. Michael didn't like the verbal and physical abuse. As the romance, and that term's used loosely, as Michael seemed to use Angela as a way to get money and a green card, not as a real partner, spiraled. Both began to lash out. After their split, there were angry accusations that changed nothing. Their reputations were damaged. Michael was the gold digger, Angela the crass abuser. Neither benefited very much from the publicity. Enough about them. The point is that the same thing could happen again. Amani from Tunisia, who is descended from Bedouin tribes, finally felt free enough to explore her bisexuality in ways she couldn't in the past. Above, see Amani fighting jealousy, which is such a natural human emotion. As she hears an upsetting confession while all 3 longer in a hot tub, Amani will need to push down so many negative emotions to make this thruple last. It's up to her whether all of the pain is worth what she gets in return. If the thruple falls apart, Amani might decide to be even freer by sharing shocking insights about life in the thruple. As she evolved, shedding the constricting rules of the past, she might go further, unburdening herself by getting so real about the ups and downs in her marriage. Eni, a steely stripper who's got more than a touch of Disney villain energy, could really go to the dark side. Eni could potentially embellish a bit to stay in the spotlight. She might talk about what went on behind the scenes, making herself look good at other people's expense. The couple, Matt and Amani, could also cause a ruckus if the thruple fails. Amani might get too jealous and start speaking out. Their family could be destroyed. If Matt begins to shower Eni with attention, that could backfire in a truly spectacular way. Money issues could also be a problem. It seemed like Eni, an exotic dancer, had a strong financial motivation for entering into the thruple. Sure, she may have honestly been attracted to the couple, but that might not have been all she was thinking about. As a single parent who worked in a sometimes rough industry, maybe she was looking for a way out. The security and comfort that the duo could provide might have seemed like a potential safety net, a soft place to fall. However, Eni from Tijuana is independent. She made it her own and she always will. Whether she will have to pull away from the thruple in time is yet to be determined. It seems like jealousy and money issues Amani and Matt were giving Eni cash will be the primary stressors within a relationship model that's already unique enough to be very delicate. It's a kind of dance they'll all need to do to stay together. All 3 need to try. If one person gives up, it could end it all. Matt and Amani filed divorce papers on July 2, 2025. If Matt marries Eni after divorcing his original wife, that could create a sort of sister-wives dynamic. Mary Brown from that show legally divorced Cody Brown so he could marry Robin Brown. It turned out to be a situation where Robin was favored the entire time. Soon enough, the repressed resentment began to rise to the surface, poisoning the plural marriage. Obviously, that will be a risk in this relationship too. Some people can make unconventional romances work. They don't want the tried and true. Their needs are a little different. They know themselves enough to understand that normal relationships usually don't fulfill them. So, there is always hope for the trio. However, there are a lot of clues that point to trouble in the distance. 90-day fiancé tests couples, putting their romances under microscopes. There's public chatter about what they do, there's the pressures of filming, and needing to boost drama enough to satisfy an audience. All can warp a relationship, robbing it of its essence. So, hopefully, this situation won't devolve into lowbrow conduct, name-calling, blaming and shaming.